This little piggy went to Brian's mouth. This little piggy also went to Brian's mouth. This little piggy, once again, and to reiterate, also went to Brian's mouth.
I'm laughing, but I'm so uncomfortable.
This little piggy. You want to guess where the fourth piggy went? In our mouth. You want to know the fifth one? The fifth one? I have diabetes. They cut off the fifth one.
Oh God!
Welcome
to the Himalayas. All right.
Well, welcome to another episode of the Major Idiots Podcast. Oh God! And thank you for joining us.
I'm gonna do that from now on to warm up.
You don't seem very amused, Brian.
I'm not. I'm so not.
Well, I am Sean McConnell, and with me is Alex DeGennaro, Brian Lowski, and the beautifully seductive and toe fiend Alex Stone.
You might as well be a bottle of lotion. You got me all, worked up.
Sorry, we were laughing a lot
Yeah.
because we were playing with the
Something
different
unrelated.
modifications, the voice modifications on our soundboard.
I can put it on for you. You want to be deep real quick?
Let's do the evil.
You're evil.
As we can see now, my voice has been transformed as the darkness has taken hold of me.
Yeah, you finally hit puberty.
I don't think that happened for you yet.
His ball's been tangled for quite some time.
Yeah, the testicular torsion
Like a-
was fixed finally.
What, it only
Like
took,
an old tether ball that's around a pole.
took you, what, 60 years? You finally hit puberty?
You're hilarious, you know. You're very, very
you.
funny.
Yeah.
Because your jokes don't hurt me, especially when they come about my age. I know you're trying to. It doesn't work.
I'll just let all
No.
the air out of your tires. Physically hurt you.
Slash my tires.
Yeah.
His dad has an air pump, so I'm not that far away from his house.
Rats foiled again.
But you would have to get down on your old knees and put the air inside of it.
It's not that bad.
Get on your hands and knees, Sean.
Oh God, don't
Pump those
don't
tires.
do this to me.
You know that meme?
Come
that's
on,
like,
little boy.
I gotta tell you.
Oh, sorry,
What the
old
fuck?
boy.
yeah.
Okay, I was about to say this is working for me, but then you did that, and
The
no.
tire has eyes and a mouth that says, "Inflate me, Sean, inflate me."
Inflate me, boy.
Oh, I can feel the air rushing through me, Sean.
Inflate me, old man. I will kill you.
40 psi.
40 psi. What the fuck? Tires are gonna explode.
Yeah, that's
Mine
too
takes
much.
40.
That's too much.
You
gotta
Does
do
it
like-
say max 40?
That's what's supposed to take.
Don't
It says
put it
on
at
the-
max.
It says that.
You gotta do
It
either
says it
35
on the
or
tire.
38.
What
Oh
it
my
takes.
God. No, you don't. That's
What do you-
that's
it
like
says
a
it.
maximum psi. Like you should lower it a couple psi. So that
That's
when
what
you,
it takes.
You lower it a couple psi so that when you
That's
hit
what-
bumps, it doesn't run the
38.
danger of your tire
38 is a good
exploding.
one.
Hey, that's what it takes.
No, you're not supposed to.
Different
oh.
tires could have different intake.
I think you're playing on borrowed time, Mr. Town.
Wow, town.
So
Your
Sean,
car was just broken. It's gonna
so
break
Sh-
again.
So Sean, what are we
Anyway.
talking about today?
You know what? I was getting to that. I don't need your
Yeah.
little transition,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah,
We're
sorry.
talking about video games that should be made either into TV shows or movies or potentially both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
both at the same time,
It could be. Who
Why
knows? You
not?
never get a
Yeah.
TV movie or
like
you
the
got a
Jimmy
movie that
Neutron
takes-
situation.
Aren't they
Well, that was the
remaking
movie
that?
that launched the show.
Yeah,
Was it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
movies
yeah,
that
it
was-
was.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with the 2008 Clone Wars movie.
Yes.
They launched the Clone Wars TV show.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was originally supposed to be the first few episodes of the show, and then they were just like,
And then they were like, f it, we're not gonna recut it.
Incorrect.
yeah, no, that is literally correct. It is literally correct.
I saw it in theaters. It wasn't episodic. It was just one movie.
They
so.
took the first 3
Anywho,
episodes of the original show.
DeGennaro, do you want to start
Okay,
us off
we're
with
moving
whatever
on,
TV
yes.
show you have going on?
Yeah, you know what? I think a good video game that would be a TV show. What, Brian?
Nothing to go on. We don't want to get sidetracked this time like last episode.
All right. Well, I think a good game that should be a TV show would be The Last of Us.
I agree.
It's pretty
I
good.
agree.
It'd be
Yeah.
pretty. It honestly post-apocalyptic.
It has a lot of potential.
Yeah,
It has a lot of
like,
potential.
cinematic story elements.
Do you know
in the game?
Who I think would be a good lead for Joel? That
Who?
that Pedro Pascal guy.
Really? You think
Yeah.
he'd be good?
I
I know
think
he
he'd be
does
really great.
Mandalorian, but I don't know if he'd be good.
I
on-
think he could do both.
I don't know. I
No,
don't know. I think Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I think he'd be. a
Maybe
good
Mark
fit.
Wahlberg. Maybe if there was like a plane
Ugh.
in the show. Then I go right to
yeah,
Mark Wahlberg.
that's true. He would have to. He could take it over and fly it and land it easily.
Yeah.
You know what? If he was in the show, the apocalypse never would happen.
Oh, of course not.
Or it
Oh,
would
yeah,
gone
you
down
would-
very differently.
Yeah, he wouldn't let it happen.
What's wrong, Brian?
What's wrong?
Nothing. No, I honestly think that's a really good idea. You know, I think
Okay.
another good idea is that you know, we make a podcast and I spend my entire Tuesday out here
Oh.
and we turn it into a farce. But you know,
All right, how about you go next, Brian?
how do you confuse the two? Was that actually your pick?
No.
We came up with that.
We said this is what Brian gets for not coming with us to Canes. We're gonna conspire against
Yeah,
him.
we got food. We were like, we gotta mess with you a little bit.
All right, fair
We were
enough,
hoping you
fair
were
enough.
like gonna forget. Like, oh yeah, I guess that would be a good TV show.
Yeah. No. I know. Well, I guess to begin, I think this should be a movie. I really want them to make a Metroid movie.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
just be like aliens.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's the thing is because
So it's kinda done already.
I don't know how much you know about Metroid, Sean.
not much.
But it's Nintendo's version of Alien, because it's female protagonist. She's in space fighting aliens. There's a space pterodactyl named Ridley, which is named after Ridley Scott.
Yeah, the Metroid was directly inspired by aliens.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Or alien.
Okay.
Aliens.
It's like how Contra just reused two pictures of
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. And
Rambo.
Or like how the
Rambo.
or how the Metal Gear NES, or I think it was MSX also. The
Kyle Reese.
Yeah, it took
Yep.
Kyle Reese from the Terminator.
Have you seen that picture, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Pulled
fucking
it up.
insane.
I've seen that picture and the picture of Contra, where you can definitely tell that's Arnold Schwarzenegger in a frame from Predator.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
thought about Contra. I'm like, well, that's just Rambo.
Yeah.
Just going through
Well,
the
one's
forest.
one of them's Arnold from Predator, the other one's Rambo.
Yeah.
No, but Metroid, I think is. I mean, I don't think it's
Oh, we wouldn't notice.
just like. I mean, it has a lot of inspiration from Alien, but there's a lot of like deep lore and a lot of like great history behind that series.
Oh,
and-
so you mean like the what are they called? The engineers.
well, kind of. I mean, there are. Oh,
Engineers.
God. There are creatures in the Metroid universe called the Chozo who raised
Xenomorph.
Samus. What?
Xenomorphs?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Stop slurring his words.
They're called
Yeah.
Chozos, bozo.
Chodzos?
Got 'em.
Oh.
Chodzos?
Oh, you're gonna feel that in your piss later. You're gonna be on fire.
What?
Okay.
I'm gonna play that joke 5 times in a row. Maybe it'll land one of these times. No, okay. No, listen though. I think Metroid is really cool. I think it's one of the most underrepresented Nintendo franchises, and I think there's a lot of potential for.
Well, it used to be. Now it's
Yeah, well, it's got a little bit of resurgence with Dread and then the upcoming Prime 4, but I think there's a lot of great potential in like a Metroid movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of source material to pull from, and there's already like an existing manga that came out when Zero Mission came to be, which I think would be a good basis for like that, because you have Samus raising Samus as a kid, the incident of the space pirates attacking her home, and then it's like, oh no, and then we cut to years later, we get to see her in like being raised by the Chozo on Zebes, learning how she got her like abilities and stuff like that, and then we get her days in the Galactic Federation. So there's a lot of story that's already there. And
so. When does Metroid Federation Force come into it?
Metroid, I think, is a good pick for a movie, and I honestly though think that again, I mean, I like the idea of there being like. I guess, again, because it's inspired by Alien already, there's already a lot of great imagery that I can take inspiration from without being like a direct copy. There's a lot that makes the series like already so interesting. And the one thing I do see as being a problem is that a lot of studio executives could probably be like, oh, how could there be a Metroid movie? Because in the games, there's really not a whole lot of story within the games themselves. I mean, there's a lot of backstory, but it's like a lot of it is like Samus being alone. But I think you can make a good like story about how Samus is like comfortable with being alone. Like she finds a way to overcome her trauma of like the space pirates and stuff like that.
Would it be like a PTSD film where
Yeah.
basically she's running around
Well,
having to grapple with what's going on?
that's kind of a story element in the games. It's not handled the best in Metroid Other M, but I think it again, there's that rivalry right there between her and Ridley, the one that killed her mom in
the
front
one
of her.
that got away.
Exactly, yeah. It's a rom-com. No, but
No, keep going.
okay, that was weird. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm really not as prepared for this as I thought I would be, I guess. But I think, you know, yeah, I know, right?
Really?
Who would've
You're
thought?
unprepared.
No, but I think there's a lot of great like things to pull from the game. Samus and, you know, the
All right.
Federation, some of the Prime stuff.
Samus again.
Yeah, Samus again, Dark Samus, the SAX.
Light Samus.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool shit in the Metroid
Light
series.
Samus.
Neutral Samus.
Blue
There is a light
Samus.
Samus in Metroid
Chroma
Prime
key
2.
Samus.
Yeah. No, Metroid Prime 2, she gets a light suit which protects her from the dark world of planet Aether. So
Okay, so that would be a third film installation. All right.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
But
That is well. If it's a TV show, she's not going to get the suit until the very last episode of the season.
oh, that would suck.
He said movie.
Okay, well, movie.
Oh,
she's
at least
not
it's
going
not
to
as
get it.
bad as a Halo show where he takes his helmet off.
Well, Samus takes her helmet off all the time.
I don't want to talk about that show ever again.
Yeah. Watch
We're gonna.
the really bad writers like, oh yeah, we're gonna have Samus take her suit off, and then she's gonna go to a beach for an entire episode.
Oh God.
They're just gonna have a throw-in beach episode.
Yeah.
That's what they did in the Super Mario Bros. 3 show.
Beach
Or
Ball
Peach.
Bonanza.
Like, let's go to the beach.
I will say a very good pitch for a Metroid movie. I disagree with some of the story elements of it, but a Game Explain, you know them.
Yeah.
They did one of the guys from there, Derek, did like this very elaborate like pitch for like what a Metroid movie would be. Again, I disagree with some of the plot elements of it, but I think it's like a good like basis or a structure. So if anyone's interested in that,
Let's make it
yeah, let's make it.
without Nintendo's blessing.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
make it all with cardboard and duct tape. I think we'll be fine.
Exactly.
Oh, by the way, that thing came out 11 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It's not new.
It's only recently getting a resurgence. Okay.
Anyway, I'm done. Yeah, that's that.
The thing that we were just talking about is I found this video that somebody redid the entire movie of RoboCop at an incredibly low budget, and they did one of it where the entire set was made of cardboard.
Oh,
And
okay.
one of the guys runs out through a cardboard door and then closes it behind him. It's incredible.
That's amazing.
It's so good.
You watched the Raiders of the Lost Ark one?
No.
The one where it's kids recreated the entirety of
Mm-hmm.
it. They had a screening of it in Cleveland like a few years back, and I went to them and
Mm-hmm.
I met them, and yeah, they're pretty cool people. They had a the one scene that they didn't finish was like the airplane fight scene where the guy gets chopped up by the propellers.
yeah.
So they went back and filmed that as adults. So it was like crappy VHS quality, high quality recreation, and then back to the one with kids.
4K quality.
Yeah, and also the monkey doing the Sig Heil, they like got their dog to do it, but they put like a rope around his arm,
Oh.
like, lifted it up. It was cute, and then I realized, oh, I'm cheering for a monkey doing a Sig Heil.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this.
All
Anyway.
right. So Sean, do you want to go?
Well, what about them?
What about town?
Why do we have to go in order?
We can
Because
go
it's
this way.
fair.
Wait, we can do this way. Oh, wait, no, you
He
already
just
did
went
your.
first.
Yeah, you did.
I
Go
went
ahead,
first.
Town.
What are you talking
That wasn't a real choice. Though.
about? I went first.
Whatever. To have town do it.
I don't feel like I deserve to go now. You guys are making me all fucked up. So yeah, looking at my list here, I have, and Brian, I think you'll agree with this. For now, mind you, I only planned for TV shows because that was the prompt we had. I know we were doing movies. Although some of these probably
Brian immediately.
some of these probably could be movies. It's not a big deal.
Oh, we have the thing
wanna
locked
Kill
in.
you.
I didn't. Okay.
Oh, I don't have a list. I'm always prepared.
I have a list. I just.
I left it in my other pants.
These are my only pair of pants.
What?
Really?
Not.
Yeah.
I have like 2 main pairs and some sub pairs.
Yeah.
Is that like your only pair of socks?
Okay. That.
Oh my God! Is that your only pair of socks?
No. It's
Well,
not.
last time when we were watching the Oscars, I saw his socks and they had no holes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well,
Though it was a special occasion.
yeah. Oh God. Fuck you.
He pulls out the premium
suck.
socks.
You suck.
He's been wearing the same underwear for 5 days.
5 years, I think is what you meant to say.
Yeah.
Okay, Town. So.
But my pick,
Hope not.
Earthbound.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
No, Brian, you could probably speak on this a lot more than I can, but I think as a TV, because we talked about this.
Yeah.
at one point, like, if we can write a TV series together that was video game based, what would we pick? And I think immediately we're like, yeah, Earthbound.
Yeah. It has a lot of
The-
very quirky humor, and I love the characters and the world that you explore.
Yeah, the humor, the dialogue is unlike anything that you can read.
My wife left me for the third time. I'm so lucky.
Yeah, and this I don't know how the aesthetic would transfer over.
I think, well, it would be animated, right?
I would assume so. I don't think you'd be able to find a child that can capture the
No, yeah.
almost like lifeless essence of Ness. Of
Well,
just being a real like freaky kid that does magic with his mind.
There is kind of an art style that they can go for. Like, for some of the promotional, they have like claymation. Obviously, if claymation's too much for them to do, they can make it in the style of claymation, but they have those claymation like stills of like the characters, models, and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
either that or like in the style of like Peanuts, with
Oh,
the way
yeah.
that those
Oh.
characters. Like,
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, there's some adults and
Yeah, you would be we would all be kids, and then you'd be the one adult. You're like,
Fuck.
If they
Wait, so is it also like Codename Kids Next Door?
Yeah.
Where you guys are still. Oh, that sucks.
you'll be like, you'll be like, oh, hello there, Jimbo.
I want to be in the treehouse.
Jimbo.
if they did the Peanuts style
Well, there you go.
for just like I can't imagine Charlie Brown taking a baseball bat and just knocking the fuck out of a bird.
or fighting a eldritch cosmic horror from beyond the stars.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
yeah,
for the knees.
yeah, the final boss. I don't know if you guys know what it is,
No.
but
No.
it's a freaky horror show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of a final boss.
It's like a cosmic abomination.
Is this the video game you're waiting for, Mother 3? Is it continuous?
I'm not waiting for it because I know it's not coming to America ever. But yeah,
Okay.
Why
Nintendo's
is
the
it-
fun police.
Not
Well-
coming to America.
it a lot of legal issues with
Yeah,
some of the
'cause-
music and
Oh,
yeah.
pish posh.
Is it Michael Jackson?
No, just a lot. No. A lot of the music for Mother 3 is directly inspired by a lot of like American music, but
Oh.
like to like a big degree. Like they would have to
Okay.
go through so
Yeah.
many like hoops.
Well, Earthbound also had some songs that were pretty
Yeah, but not as
similar.
many as Mother 3. Mother 3 is like insane with
It's
that.
just like, Ness is not my son.
No, not there's no Michael Jackson.
What? Why are you stuck on Michael Jackson?
Well,
he did
I mean, it's a
Sonic or
series that
whatever.
has mainly kids in it, so
Oh,
Oh,
no.
you know, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
good point.
I'm just explaining why he's the piece of shit, not me.
Yeah, no, Mother 3, like one of the first enemy encounter like pieces of music is literally the Batman 60s music.
Okay.
Like the da na 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 na.
I-
Like for when you're fighting a bat.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. Ness.
That's it.
That-
Ness.
All right, now that's a lot better.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, actually, wait, Mother 3 doesn't have Ness.
No, it doesn't. There's a lot of
All right,
references
you
to
suck,
Earthbound.
Dishner.
Yeah, way to go.
Oh, yeah, canceled. Fuck.
But
Now you fucked up.
Damn it.
But an Earthbound show would be great because, like, again, there's a lot of like the thing about the original Earthbound is that the overall overarching story doesn't really matter, but I love the individual moments, like, you know, like well, I don't know how, I don't know if they'd be able to do the cult that's clearly
Oh.
inspired by
Oh.
the Klan,
The
Oh.
You don't
Clan.
have to say it.
the blue, the
There's
blue,
the-
the happiest cult.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They would probably have to rework that.
Oh, they would. Yeah, they'd have
and
to
if they
remove
do, they
that.
would have to lampoon it so hard to a point where, like, yeah, we making fun of them and
Yeah.
mocking them that they're
Like
horrible.
kind of what they did in Django, where it's like, hold on, I'm fucking with my holes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
like
I tore
that.
it.
Now, do you think Ness would talk?
You'd have
Like,
to, right? I mean,
He
otherwise.
just says PK
'Cause
Fire.
Wait, no, he
isn't
says a lot of.
Isn't he like generally a shy like kid?
No, well, how
Or
would
do
he?
you think he'd be like that kid from The Wizard that doesn't speak at all?
No, I don't know about that. But Mother 3, though, there are certain. I don't know if you played Mother 3.
No, because it hasn't come to America.
Well, there's a fan translation. Play that. But no, Mother 3. There are multiple chapters. It's by chapters. And Earthbound's just not. But Mother 3 has multiple chapters where you're playing as different characters, and when you're playing as them, they are silent. But like in the first few chapters, like Lucas, the main character, like speaks, but when you're playing as him, he doesn't. So it's mainly from like the perspective of like yourself. So I could see a world where
Okay.
Ness talks if there was a show, but I also don't. They'd have to give him a personality because he doesn't really have any in there.
Who would you want to place Ness? Like Flint Wolfhard or?
No, he's too old to play. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
No, he's
child
still
actors.
playing a teenager.
I mean, it would be
Still
animated.
playing a
so-
teenager.
Yeah, it'd be
when he's
animated.
40.
So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of
I don't know. Let's
choices.
see if Jonah Hill wants to. I don't know.
exactly.
I thought you were gonna say Jack Black for a minute,
is
but
there a girl in Earth Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Millie Bobby Brown. There you go. Who's your favorite?
I think I'm gonna have to stop the recording.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to kill this
I
man.
know.
But yeah, Earthbound would be interesting. I really knew you were gonna have that on your list.
Yeah.
I was banking. I was putting money on it. I bet on a racehorse and I lost. That's how much I was betting on you.
Wait, but we had the same one on our list.
Yeah.
Well, how'd you lose?
He
I
bet on
lost
a
a
different.
racehorse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He bet on.
I'm also a racer.
He bet on a
Yeah.
horse. Yeah.
He's got the gambling problem at the track.
Yeah.
It's glue
Yeah.
now.
Every
One
time
has
we-
absolutely nothing to do with the other. I just have an extreme gambling problem.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we lose track of him for 1 minute, and he gambles
Yeah.
$100 away on a horse.
Yeah, I'm throwing nickels at machines that aren't even slot machines.
call the number at the bottom of your screen if you
suffer
from
gambling
And
addiction.
while you're at it, like, subscribe, and favorite.
Dude, we're trying to fix people's gambling addictions.
Become addicted to
know what?
subscribing and liking our videos, please.
Yes.
Do you want to know what would be a gamble? Not subscribing to our channel. So
Bingo.
please hit that button, smash it if you have to, and give us a dislike.
You know,
Most
most gamblers stop just before they hit it big. So I say, keep on trucking, brother.
Keep on subscribing.
Keep on
Satire.
subscribing.
Sean, what do you have a show or no?
Do you have
Hold on, wait.
show?
What's a video game that you think should be a movie or a show?
Halo.
Yeah. I had that on my list, and I was going to tease him about it, but
Don't even talk to me. That show is an abomination. We can't show emotions because of helmet. I'm sorry, the Mandalorian and other fucking helmets have done it perfectly fine. Anyway, I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm cool.
yeah,
Sure.
you're so cool. You're chill.
Yeah, I'm cold.
Chilly.
BioShock. Actually, I think should be
Oh,
either a TV
okay.
show or a movie.
I didn't
I think it
feel
would be
that.
better as a TV show
Mm-hmm.
because I would want to see the rise and fall of Rapture, the city that it takes the original two games take place in. Because I think like it'd be interesting to show it from its the concept of the city and then its inception, building up and like the character of Andrew Ryan. Like, they could focus on him being the industrialist that he is, and all the other characters that come into the game later. It would just be, I think, a really interesting way to go. Plus, it's underwater cities aren't really explored too much in media. Like, I've seen some shows, like Stargate Atlantis did it, and a few others, but it's never really been done in depth. And I think with
Star Wars Episode 1.
yes,
Oh, he
thank
got-
you.
he
We're gonna
got
talk about
you.
the Gungan City.
The Gungan
I know.
City.
I was
Canceled.
trying not to talk about it.
Got my headphones.
Yeah, good job.
Richard Nixon.
The
what are you
Circus
doing?
of Values.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. It's a good reference. And I think with today's technology and CGI, you could do a really interesting job with that. And they could also use the technology that James Cameron invented with like water filming. They
But
could do-
he's never gonna touch that shit again.
maybe he's figuring out how to film while people are on fire.
Yeah.
From the fire's perspective, of course.
From the
Uh,
fire's perspective.
but
Okay.
I can't wait. I can't wait for POV. You are on fire.
you are on fire.
That's the whole movie.
His reasoning: the human form does not need its skin to survive. They will-
It's like Hans Zimmer. It's like I do not want to see any flesh left on the body.
Oh yeah, Hans Zimmer.
Whatever.
Are you
his
talking
name.
about Werner Herzog?
Oh, Werner Herzog. That's it.
Hans Zimmer's an
missed-
amazing
I
composer.
messed it up.
Wow.
Hans Zimmer is like, I would only compose this movie if everyone doesn't have skin.
I would like to see the baby
Yeah.
The baby.
with no skin.
Jesus Christ. Good Lord.
That's the Avatar.
No.
That's the next Avatar. It's just
Well, if
everyone
you-
has skinless.
That is
Yeah.
Avatar. Like, if you think about it, he's just combining all the elements. Like, they did air,
Yeah.
and now they did water. Next is fire. And next one's gonna be earth.
No, Jake goes to like the new tribe. He's like, all right, we gotta move. Ah, God. And they all have no skin. And he's like,
They just-
Jesus
They
Christ.
just have no eyelids
Once I
either,
understood
so
the
they
weakness of my flesh,
Do you think it'd be in the same vein as like the Fallout show?
I think it could be. I think Fallout being as successful as it was kind of opens the door for something like that. and because it is kind of absurdist, it's unbelievable. But so is Fallout, and it worked, and a lot of people like that show, and it was really really well done. So I feel that they could transfer that same kind of energy to that to the world of BioShock.
Yeah, I say that because they both involve people in gigantic suits.
Oh yeah, the Big Daddies.
That's true.
Yeah,
yeah, the
Yeah.
big daddies.
You're just like your mechs.
it's not a mech.
You
It's a
want
human
another
being that's been
mech.
mutated horribly inside of those things. It's not a mech.
mech.
It's not a
But
mech.
a mech is a machine run by a human, right?
Yes, but that's not a mech. That's a different thing. It's a suit. It's a diving bell. It's not a
It's
mech.
a big
Okay.
daddy. These big.
You know, you could say we're.
You know what? I know what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work.
Are you
so-
sure?
Wait,
I'm
what?
moving on.
Wait,
You want
what?
to move on?
What is he trying to say?
You're both fucking with me.
What?
Please don't. Please be my please be my only friend in
I don't
this.
even know what's happening.
Thank you. Okay.
Did I shit my pants?
I'm
and
genuinely.
I feel like I know how they could end it. They could end it at the start of the video game. That
okay.
and it would make.
Oh, so the whole show would be the backstory.
Like a prequel.
Yes, it would be a
Oh,
prequel
okay.
to everything that's happening and how Rapture fell.
Okay.
I think it could have backstory, but I feel like most people who would watch the BioShock show would want to see stuff that happened in the games, like
Maybe,
or
but
similar.
Unless it'd be like a non-linear story where it's like, oh, the story. Who's the main character that you play as?
his name's Jack.
Okay, you like it's like Jack going through the city, and we keep cutting back to like, before everything went down.
Maybe. I mean, that's very much in the vein of Fallout. They do that a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Well, again, if it worked for Fallout, it can work for BioShock.
Yeah, but we don't want to do a carbon copy.
I mean, that's true, but
I don't know.
we should get rid of the big daddies.
I
Too
don't know
simple.
about our friendship.
I don't know about your
kidding.
mechs.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I love you.
well, there
Uh,
needs to be stuff
I
that definitely
you and
happens
I love you.
before everything goes down. You know?
Yeah, well, that's what we'll be exploring because
Okay.
the game has been done, and doing an adaptation of an actual like events that happen in a game, we've seen not be done very well. The exception being The Last of Us. That one is done very well. They've changed it some things that made
That's
it
a
work.
beat for beat. TV
Yeah.
show.
And other ones that have tried to do that haven't worked as well.
Yeah.
And that one is very difficult to do. So I think showing it beforehand, building the world up, and then leaving the game up to be the game itself would work out a little better.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like most of the interesting stuff, is all the horror elements that.
Well, you
happen
get to that
after.
in the show.
Yeah,
because
are you-
the city
are you,
wasn't
Are you
just
talking
like-
about end of episode 1 or the end of season 1?
Oh no.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's where you're
episode-
throwing me off. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
To be fair,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
not
you're
like we're
kinda-
making the show now. Okay,
Yeah.
we're just like.
well,
do you want me to come up with a series Bible,
series Bible.
and then what if hold on.
I'm just.
What if we actually like figure this
Oh,
out,
God.
pitch it, and then we get a TV series made?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
people, executives are going to watch this podcast.
Yeah, especially
Get the idea.
for people who have never written for TV shows before.
Yeah.
we
with
took
with an intellectual property that is already
That's not
established.
ours, yeah.
Hold
Oh
on.
yeah, let's let these dweebs take over.
I was on
we
a-
had to do that in college, so we did technically write a TV
Oh,
episode.
I was on a-
fuck you. That was we were so lazy
God.
with
I
that.
know we were.
We did not try. Okay, little
I
tangent. Maybe, but it doesn't. It didn't show. But I'm sorry. No.
Wow.
Okay. No. For context to the audience,
God.
in film school we had an assignment to write a brand new season for a TV show, of which hadn't been released yet. It's Russian Doll.
Yeah.
At that point, only had season 1. So they thought an assignment, like a semester-long assignment, is to have different groups write different episodes and have like them
was-
all connect with each other.
It was a chaotic mess.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
not only is Russian Doll not the right show to start with,
No.
to have like so it's a complicated show in itself, and they're like, oh yeah, let's pick this.
That was kind of how I became friends with you. Was that
Well, yeah, we were paired
you and
together.
you and I were working on the script, and I remember we actually wrote in a plot point because I remember hearing the structure of the season. I was like,
Yep.
this makes no fucking sense.
We
So we literally wrote in a character being like, listen,
Yeah.
none of this shit's gonna make any sense, but just go with it.
We had to like the first episode was written by two people who were they're very talented writers, but their episode was kind of way out there, especially given the first season. So So we had to like try to figure out how the fuck do we connect this together to this rant with this regular episode.
It was,
And then one of them was like they're trapped in a video game at one point or
That was
something,
yours.
right? That was yours. I remember
that was bad. That was so bad.
I was gonna say it's like, oh, does one of the groups like take her to space or
I
something?
think they're-
Or is it like,
I
Wait,
think there
tell
is-
them the name of the episode.
It's a me, Nadia.
The character's name is
What the
Nadia.
hell was our episode even about?
I don't.
I don't remember.
Well,
It
actually,
was
I
about the
remember, I
homeless
just
guy and
don't
how
wanna
he's
say
like-
it.
That's right.
Yeah, because for some reason, when we were working on the second season, we watched the first season first, and one of the biggest takeaways was like there was a homeless character who occasionally made like jokes, and everyone was like, "He's such an important character." I was like, "Really? Okay."
Yeah.
So we literally wrote an episode where he's like a
he pulls the like leaves of reality or some shit.
yeah, he's like a stockbroker or whatever.
Yeah,
we
that's
didn't know
right.
anything about stocks, so we made it extremely vague.
We just made him Patrick Bateman. Like
Yeah,
that's
we
what we
basically
really did.
every day I wake up in my cardboard box.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I'm gonna invest in cardboard boxes. The industry foreshadowing everybody.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
Yeah.
But anyway, we should move on.
Yeah. Let's go with you, DeGenero.
Hi. So for my second one,
Sea of Thieves.
It wasn't your first one. No, this. Oh, fuck you.
What do you mean? What was
what
wrong
are you
with the first
talking
one?
about?
All right, what is it?
You
What is
okay?
it? What is it?
You
Are you
friends?
good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Come on, dude, go.
Okay, I'll go. So my second one.
Oh boy.
Is there something wrong?
No, just keep going. I'm
What?
listening.
Are you
I'm
good?
like, yeah, I'm fine. I promise you. I swear to God.
See, I don't do it just to you.
I feel like I'm being tickled right now. There's so much space between us.
Come on, move on.
I'm talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 and
Okay.
1. I'll even say the first one too, because they're technically all the same story.
Okay.
And Red
That-
Dead Revolver.
No, not that one. that would be a special
Okay.
because it's just a son avenging his parents and getting a
You're
gun.
not fan of Red Harlow.
Not really.
Okay.
Yes, it brought back like the Western feel, but no, I'm not. I don't care. Anyway, Red Dead Redemption 2 would be perfect, literally perfect. Multiple
Literally?
actors. Literally.
Literally.
Literally. It'll be awesome.
Skibberty.
And this is a TV show, you say?
I love that you had instant regret. Alex, tell us a little bit about
This
the
isn't
plot of
Discord.
it. Oh, come on.
God almighty, you're not with Adam. You don't believe what we say.
I can believe you.
Me and Adams go off on weird things. We
Pretty
just say,
sad.
like, oh, skibbity riz.
Oh, wow.
Making fun of that stupid culture.
Oh, God.
Go back to the memory care unit, Grandpa.
So Red Dead Redemption 2, it would be perfect because it's already set up in like pre-dedicated like seasons.
Mhm.
Because I can easily see in my head, it's like you can put chapter 1 and 2 one season, 3 and 4 in another, and then when the whole thing like falls apart, 5 and 6, and then the epilogue is in its own season together, where it's John rebuilding the life after the outlaw and the gang, and then the final season would be him getting Bill Williamson and Javier back for the government. Like like there's even a natural time skip that occurs. Like there's enough time skips that happen that like it
Yeah.
works.
And you
No.
could, I know how you could end it. Just him standing at the barn doors, opening it, and it going white. You don't
Oh.
even see him. You
You're
don't
gonna
see
The
him.
I thought-
Sopranos
Oh,
it.
for like the season ending.
The series ending, because it's going to end with John Marston, right?
Well, you forgot about Jack. Jack's.
You don't even have to have that.
So are they going to have the Walking Dead Red Dead Redemption edition for the Undead Nightmare DLC?
That would be an interesting like special. Like they just do 2 specials where it's just John has a nightmare of just zombie.
Ah!
What's wrong with you, Uncle?
Because let me tell you, because I think Brian's joined in when I was playing it one time, but like Rockstar made the craziest DLC. They made a zombie DLC in a Western.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it makes no sense like with how games were being developed. And people were people were hoping that they were going to make a Red Dead Undead Nightmare 2 with the sequel.
Right.
But all they did were leave like Aztec symbols as just a reference that like they understand it's a funny DLC that they made, but they're not going to reinvent the wheel here and put zombies in the game.
That was just when the zombie craze was probably at its highest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nazi zombies. I think at that point, The Walking Dead was getting really popular.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Telltale
Zombie.
game for The Walking Dead as well.
Not yet.
I don't
Not
know.
yet.
That didn't
Oh,
come out
no.
until way later.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
okay.
a few years later. But yeah, zombie movies in general. So yeah, it makes sense that the executives at Rockstar were like, "Gotta add zombies to this fucking thing.
Well, not to mention,
Sell loads of money."
it wasn't just zombies too. They added the
Sell loads of
chupacabra, the unicorn.
Yeah.
They even added the infamous creature that they always reference in every single one of their games, Sasquatch. They always have a Sasquatch in their game, whether you can kill it or just see it for a little bit. Like, it's just there. Fuck, I should have told him, like, can you just say you eat babies? When I got his signature. That's an iconic line.
You got the Sasquatch's
No,
signature?
Rob
we were at
Whitehoff.
Fan Expo last
Oh,
year.
okay.
We met Rob Whitehoff and
Oh,
Roger Clark.
I was his
We got pictures of
giddy schoolboy
Mm-hmm.
getting their signatures.
Wait, do the characters eat babies or whatever?
No, it's,
No, he was telling that to a Sasquatch. That's why he
Oh,
was.
okay.
That he had one of the side missions is you had to go around and kill all the Sasquatch in the area.
Ah, okay. I
And
gotcha.
he was confronting the last one who spoke English and was like, "We don't eat babies, you idiot. We just eat berries."
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, "Oh, great." He had his information wrong the entire time.
Right.
So
Shit, my thing is falling. Hold on. Do I twist it right here?
yeah.
what were you saying to me, Tim?
Okay, there we go.
I wasn't saying that. You're like looking at me with crazy eyes. I was like,
Oh, I thought you said my name. So
no,
I,
I
thought
didn't. I didn't say a word.
Okay,
You're
sorry.
just
If anything,
you're looking
to
at
go
me
off of-
concerned.
to go off your finale, it could end with White, and then suddenly it just slow fades to someone riding a horse and confronting Ross and being like, "I'm Jack Marston. You killed my father," and then it ends like that too.
You can do that.
Could they have a Bioshock and Red Dead Redemption crossover?
Fuck
The Big
you.
Daddy versus John Marston on a horse.
Who would
No.
win?
No, because that's the crazy part. He's not even the main character till the epilogue in Red Dead Redemption 2. You literally play as him for like less than 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you speed ran the ending of the epilogue, it'd be like just 5 hours as John Marston.
Arthur Morgan was the
Yeah, Arthur Morgan. You would get way more attached to Arthur Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
And then people would be like, "Why do I care about this dumbass John? He barely cared about Jack or his wife." Because John also has a character arc as well. When
You
like,
know there
throughout
would
the
be a
game.
lot of like fan reactions on the internet when you get to "You don't build a barn, dumbass." Appears in the
Yoda.
show.
Oh hell yeah.
I know
They better-
Jeffrey Dean Morgan was interested in that in playing.
There's a lot of
good pick.
there's a lot of actors and just people that are really interested in like wanting to pick it up.
He wanted to play Arthur Morgan, but I think he'd be better as Dutch.
No, he'd be better as Dutch.
Yeah.
He'd be perfect as Dutch.
Mhm.
He just needs to grow an actual mustache.
And somewhere in there, Walton Goggins has to be there.
Oh yeah,
Just for the fact,
He needs to be in every movie, video game adaptation.
he's just
well, not
Micah.
even. I was gonna say because of the
Who's
Quentin
Walton Goggins
Tarantino
again?
films. He was in Django.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Is he the German?
And better yet, he was Hateful Eight.
No.
He should be Strauss then.
I don't know, but he's not German. He's Walton Goggins is he's the ghoul in Fallout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
he could play Micah.
Yeah.
But more importantly, I was saying because of his roles in Quentin Tarantino's movies. He was in Django Unchained.
Yeah.
He was a racist. And then in Hateful Eight,
In the
he
movie.
played another racist.
He'd be
But-
perfect because
but I
Micah's
mean-
also a racist.
Yeah, it's really rude towards Lenny and Charles.
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant would be a good choice, maybe.
He could maybe do Arthur Morgan.
Who was Timothy?
Justified. He was the sheriff in The Mandalorian.
Oh, okay.
Cobb Vanth.
Cobb Vanth.
He's a little old. He's pretty old. He may be. You know what?
Timothy Oliphant?
He's
what you
getting
saying? He'd be
old.
Hosea.
Yeah, Hosea.
I don't know. Hosea?
I can see him as Hosea.
Maybe.
Not like
Comment
as
below.
sickly, but
Comment below who you think should be what character.
I want Jack Black to be Jack.
Let's not put Jack Black in another video game adaptation for a while. I'm kind of
Excuse me. He's Arthur Morgan.
Yeah. Has Jack Black had a movie where he has like an Adam Sandler Jack and Jill situation?
Like where he's playing both characters.
Yeah.
No.
I feel
Yeah.
like he should at this point. He's
Yes,
getting
it's
there.
Tropic Thunder.
Why? Because he has
Tropic
the ads for the
Do you not? Well,
Eddie
it's
Murphy
a fake
ripoff
movie,
movie?
but
Yeah.
he plays every role of the
Yeah.
farting family or whatever.
Oh, I never watched him. I guess I'll have to watch it now.
Oh, it's right. It's called, isn't it, they call it, like the fatties or something
Yeah,
like
the
that.
fatties.
Now I
It's
really
so
have
broad.
to watch it.
It's just a family of Slavs and they just fart and yeah, it's really weird. I'll show you.
The Town Household? What is this movie?
Oh man,
Wow.
I'll show you. I'll bring up the YouTube video when we're done.
Thank God my parents don't watch it.
Yeah.
This is
All
the
right,
one
so
one
go
that
ahead,
they watch.
Brian.
Well, unfortunately, there's already. This is going to be tough for me because there's already Sonic movies out there, so I can't talk about Sonic in this video. But
Hooray.
I'm gonna find a way.
Oh.
I think they should make a show based on Dr. Eggman or Robotnik from the Sonic movies. This is I'm kind of cheating a little bit with this topic.
Is
I
he gonna make
realize.
his mean bean machine?
Yeah, why not? You know.
show?
Well, I don't know. I
I
think.
can't wait to see the origin of Stone.
Oh, that would be good though. Yeah, because I didn't even think of that. Because Eggman is like maybe he's like an up and coming like young genius, and you can set it maybe in like the 80s or 90s or something.
Oh, you know what? They could just do it like Slip and Jimmy.
Yeah. Oh no. No.
Oh.
You'll always be Robotnik.
No. But I would like
You're a regular Eggman.
No, that would suck. Okay, maybe this is not a good idea, but I'm gonna
And
go
then
with
like
it
one of
anyway.
the school kids takes an egg and slaps it on
Yeah.
his head and is like, Eggman, Eggman.
Boy, oh boy.
And it's that general from before who just completely forgot about him
No, the general's
from
the
the
teacher.
from the first movie.
Oh yeah, okay.
The Commander Walters guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, you could have like or you can have a thing where he's like younger and he's like, we need to recruit somebody.
We're putting together a team.
No, not. No, the first one he was like, oh hey, there's a bunch of stuff that. Do you remember the thing in Kazakhstan? Calm
No.
down.
He's like, of course you don't.
Yeah.
because he
Boner turned
stopped
He was
it.
there. We can see that happen. We get to. I don't know. I
I
think.
don't know. He sounds like he did some terrible things in Kazakhstan,
Right. Well, you never know. You know.
much like the Americans.
Way to kill the vibe. But no.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Jesus Lord. No. I think it'd be an interesting idea to do a Robotnik show. And you know, I thought of this too. What they could do, because you know it's like an era show, and I realized that he can't really meet Sonic up to that point because Sonic doesn't exist at that point in the timeline. But this could be if you still need like a Sonic character to show up, you could always do Silver the Hedgehog. He's a time traveling hedgehog from 200 years in the future. Have him come in, and he'll be like, "Oh, hey."
Do you think he could sell that show, Silver the Hedgehog?
I think so. I think there are some fans of Silver out there. I mean, obviously not a
handful?
lot. Yeah, but
least
who wouldn't
3.
want to see like a young Robotnik kind of show? You know?
There's one in this room, Sean.
Wait, what?
1 in 4.
One in
What fan of
One of-
Silver? I don't even like Silver that much, but I'm just saying.
shit.
Oh,
I'm just
now
saying
you
if
now
they
you
need
deny
some
it.
Sonic character to show
All
up,
right.
Yeah, that would be the problem. Like, yeah, you have Jim Carrey.
well, it
Doing
wouldn't
that
even be
character,
Jim
but-
Carrey though. It'd be somebody doing like a younger version of him. Or
You can't
something
do
like
that.
You think he
de-age
can't do a
him.
younger version of himself?
I don't think he wants to be de-aged.
No.
Unless you find like a younger, like a,
Put me in high school, but I look the same.
Yeah, exactly.
it's gonna be a young Robotnik.
It's like on Community with Steve Buscemi. He's like, "Hello, fellow kids."
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's a young Sheldon, young Robotnik.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't believe they killed him.
Oh no, our thumbnail.
No, it would. Oh god, no, but I don't know. I think I'd be interested in seeing like some of the backstory to that version of Eggman and how he got to where he is, and I don't know. Maybe he's working for a younger version of the villain from the Knuckles show. See him meeting up with Stone. I don't know. It'd be interesting if they wanted to do it for like a Sonic cinematic universe. It would be a good idea. Look, it's not one of my big ideas. This is just something that I thought of literally 5 minutes ago because Alex took my Earthbound idea. So,
Way
Was
to
that the
go.
one when he had planned? Was Earthbound?
no, I have more.
You
but
just had two.
this is just an idea I had. No, I have several ideas for like games that should be based on movies. But a Robotnik show would be fun. You know?
Yeah, an executive's watching is like, I was gonna work with Brian, but ever seen that
Oh,
horrible
God.
Sonic pitch?
No,
But he said
He's
it's
a
all
Silver
over
the
him.
Hedgehog fan, so no, it's off the table.
It's all for you.
You are done.
Okay, well, let's move on to town. I guess.
Yeah, from X. This one isn't. I think it's probably similar to yours, where I don't. The series doesn't have a whole lot of story to it, or little to none, but the aesthetic would be great. An Animal Crossing TV show. Now, I can't say a movie, because they technically already made one in Japan.
Yeah, an anime special.
Yeah, an anime special. But for a TV show, I think it should be 3D animated.
Mm-hmm.
the aesthetic of Animal Crossing and the popularity, I think it'd be a great fit.
Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't. But
Yeah,
then
like
again, Nintendo doesn't really do a lot of media.
Yeah, only if it's Mario. They're like, yeah, we'll do that. We'll gamble on Mario. Like New Horizons is one of the best-selling games in Japan, like ever, which is shocking. But then again, the pandemic was also happening.
That's
so-
what I was
That
gonna say.
very much helped
Yeah.
it sell.
I still remember I switched my pre-order to digital just in case if they like couldn't get me one,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, so if I switch to digital, can I still get the poster if you guys are still open? And they're like, sure, I guess.
Sure, buddy.
Now let me ask you though,
There's-
what do you think it would be about?
Probably getting out of debt. That's really the only thing. Probably friendship. My Little Pony cross.
Oh God.
Paying off mobsters.
Yeah.
Tom Nook.
off mobs.
Are you
There's-
a
I mean, there's-
brony?
There's a lot of characters in Animal Crossing with a lot of distinct characteristics.
Oh,
the
sure,
only
yeah.
problem would probably be the voice acting, because half the charm of it is they have like this weird like.
They have what's it called? Minionese.
Sort of,
Like
yeah.
Minions say.
I agree to a certain extent because I do love Animal Crossing is such a cute and like it's just a nice warm game, like it's like the game equivalent of like putting on a blanket and
I
staying
thought you were about
next
to
to the
say
fire.
sex.
Putting on
Why?
a
Because
blanket
it's
and having-
animals, you fucking weirdo.
No.
Yeah,
Wow, we were talking about furries last time and
but
come full circle. Look at Alex.
But they would have to point
kidding.
out that in the first Animal Crossing, for some reason, the guy you play as has horns.
Yeah,
And every Animal Crossing ad for that, they don't fucking have horns.
they quickly dropped that because they probably didn't think it looked that good. But
I personally like it a little bit. I don't think they're trying to be like high. This is a human hybrid animal. I just think it's some guy who has a horn hat on.
and the girls have like deer
Yeah.
ears or whatever on their hats.
Well, I think that's what they have on like the store sometimes, like at the clothing. It's like it's a Viking helmet
Yeah.
and a deer hat.
Oh yeah, you can probably do that as like a nostalgic throwback kind of
Yeah.
costume, but
But yeah, that was mainly the first one.
yeah.
I don't know. Well, I remember the main inspiration from the creator was about isolation in a new city.
Right.
So that would probably be the biggest aspect, is trying to acclimate to, a human to animals, I guess.
Oh, it can be like it
My
could.
gym partner's a monkey.
Well, no, I was gonna say the show could be like it could be like those shows, like those rom-com shows where it's like, oh, a girl moves to a big city, but it'd be for kids. It'd be like Sex in the City, but without the sex.
So it's
Hallmark,
like
but cooler
what's
looking.
it? What's that TV show?
Girls.
No.
Gone Wild.
Fuck, no, it's that
Friends.
exercise guy.
Tybo.
No, it's
Richard Simmons.
no, the guy. We Are Number One guy. Lazy Town.
Lazy Town.
Oh,
It's like that. So it's like one real person.
Well,
the
I wasn't
rest
gonna
are
say
puppets.
that.
That's.
Okay. Also, I'm sorry, but how do you know exercise, guys?
You listed a couple of.
Oh wow, Brian!
sorry.
Oh,
Wait,
now
wait.
it just clicked for me. That's fucked up, Brian. That's the second time. No, don't give him
Don't
any
touch
skin.
him.
No.
Don't touch his jacket.
That's twice. Don't give him his
Don't give
jacket.
his jacket.
Nah, he's too brittle. I can't touch his hands.
It's too brittle.
Oh Lord, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
That's okay. But
You're
to
gonna
let
know.
you know, in elementary school, we used to do like Tybo and Richard Simmons. I remember
Okay.
distinctly that gym teacher said, "All right, guys, I have to warn you. This Richard Simmons video, it is very gay, so be mature." And I just remember thinking back and I'm like,
What an asshole.
yeah. Well, he also would complain about getting a divorce from his wife. Now, mind you, this is later when he was my track coach.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if I had him as a gym teacher in elementary school, this was probably like 3-4 years later, which is like seeing that one side of him and then being like, I'm fucking miserable.
Yeah.
My wife wants a divorce.
I wonder why
my
she
wife
may.
left me for another girl.
Did
Yeah,
did
for
he ever
Richard Simmons.
did he ever get a divorce?
I never followed up.
Let's get him on the podcast. and
Or
find
asked
out.
him, like, hey, how's it going? Did you get divorced? Okay, bye.
Hey,
Yeah.
she
Hey,
available?
what's,
You got a
what's
number?
up, Coach K?
Confront him about.
Hey,
his
Coach K, I saw your
idea.
wife the other night at singles night. What's
Yeah.
that about?
Yeah. Also, I saw
Yeah.
Richard Simmons with her.
But
Kind
yeah,
of crazy.
but yeah, Coach
Yeah,
K could be an
It's
animal.
definitely
crossing.
crazy considering he's dead.
Yeah. Oh, Richard Simmons is dead?
Yeah, he died
Oh, okay. When
He's
was
dead,
this?
Brian.
last year.
Are you serious? Was it?
Yes, I'm completely serious. Richard
Oh,
Simmons died.
Oh,
Go look
shit.
it up on your phone.
All right. Okay.
Not now.
Well, I think he was.
Well, now I don't know
I think
what
he
to
was
do.
implying right now.
I was
you were
applying
not.
right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, anyway,
Go look it
Sean,
up.
what's your next pick? I guess if
While
you don't-
while I'm talking, you go ahead and look up Richard Simmons' death.
Fine.
What?
What video are we doing?
Put your phone down.
Oh
Yeah,
my
what the
God.
hell are you doing? Can you be respectful? I'm talking
It
here,
was
and you have your phone
2024.
up.
Okay.
Jeez.
Rest in
Jesus
peace, good
Christ.
sir.
it's a little different than texting your little girlfriends from work.
Look, girlfriends from work? What the hell are you talking
Yeah.
about? I don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, we know.
Mass Effect.
Okay.
Is
It's
I think,
already a TV show, pretty much.
well, kind of, yeah. So the
Yeah.
framework is pretty much there. It's a BioWare game, and they're usually pretty detail oriented with a lot of those things. I think it would definitely be a good TV show. There's a lot to that world. There's a lot of different paths they could take. They don't even need to focus necessarily on the main characters. They could do side characters while the main character from the games do their own thing. But that also leaves room for potentially stuff not working.
Isn't that a game where you can make multiple choices?
Yeah.
So how would that work? Because you
That's what I'm saying. You don't necessarily have to focus on
You
the
could-
main character.
You could Bandersnatch it.
That's possible.
I could.
You could do
You
that.
don't have
Obviously,
to-
it would just have to be a one-off movie then, if that's the case.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily.
Oh, that
doesn't-
means it's going to be a Netflix movie.
doesn't necessarily mean it also has to be
Ew.
live action. It'd probably be
That's
easier to do something like that animated.
That's true.
So
be
basically,
animated.
it's just
Well, yeah, wait, if it's animated, then it might as well just be the game. It has to be
No.
live action.
It doesn't have to be live action.
It
We
should
never
be live
stipulated that
action.
anything had to be live action.
okay.
Okay.
What do you-
I
what do
think
you
it
have,
would be
smoker's lungs?
personally more impressive if they did live action. For
I'm
that
not
movie.
saying. Okay.
I think it'd be more visual eye candy.
I'm not saying anything about about that being necessary to not be live action. I'm just saying if you go with that route, it would be easier to do it.
It's
animated.
necessary.
Anyway,
What did you just do? Did you do the evil voice?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't care.
Because he's evil.
I don't care. I don't know.
You want to put it back on again?
No. And he
It's-
pushed the
it's
button
back
anyway.
on.
He pushed the button. Now it's back
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Just for you?
Fuck you.
Is it just for you or for everyone?
No, it's just for me.
Fuck you.
So what do you do about Andromeda?
Just ignore it. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't exist.
Does not
It doesn't
exist.
Andromeda,
We're only focusing on the events of the first 3 games. Andromeda doesn't
No, you know
exist.
what
Andromeda, never
happens,
heard of
Sean?
her.
You know what happens in Andromeda?
It's also a
they
different
get
uni-
sucked into a black hole immediately and die.
Andromeda is also in a different galaxy, so
Yes.
it does not matter.
Why is it even called Mass Effect?
Because
Because there's just
Because
a
branding.
really big mass.
there's a really big fat guy. The main character. He's massive.
Wow.
in the games they use a thing called a Mass Effect drive, which is, a thing
I
that
see.
that takes them where they need to go.
I got you.
But no, I like the world that it built up. I like the different alien races and then the history and lore behind everything. I think that's really rich and ripe for adapting to the screen. I think it could be really easily done, more so on the silver screen than silver screen. Or wait,
What?
whatever the TV screen is called versus like.
Televisions.
Okay, sure.
I think it's just
It,
called a small screen.
Okay, sure, whatever. Okay. But it'd be easier for that because if they did a movie, they'd have to cut a lot out for it to work. And then you'd lose a lot of the essence of what it is.
Would you want them to keep the ending of the third game?
Do you know what the ending of the third game
I
is?
know. I know
There's
about
like
how
three,
it's
there's 3 or
divisive.
4 different endings, so it would have to
Right.
depend.
It'd be funny. Oh, that would be good. If it was streaming only,
Mhm.
and each time you watched it, they gave you a different ending.
That'd be
Yeah.
They would load up a different
Oh,
one.
like
That'd
Clue
be
the
interesting.
movie.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
That'd be
actually, have
interesting.
you heard? Do you know Into the Shadows?
Into the Shadows.
Or no? What We Do in the Shadows?
Oh yeah.
The vampire TV show.
Yeah.
They have multiple endings.
Oh, that
Mhm.
really okay.
Yeah, one for each of the different characters
Uh,
is a different ending that they made.
Oh, okay. How does that work?
I don't know. They just have a different ending.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it was randomized across for everyone, actually.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
that's what I
okay.
was. I'm thinking. Like, if it was randomized and just have people really confused, like, hey, do you watch a show? Oh, yeah, this guy died. Like, no, that's not what happened for me. I watch it. No, you son of a bitch, I watch it.
Yeah.
Apparently, Across the Spider-Verse did something similar, where it's like some of the jokes were altered in different versions because it was like, oh,
It
it's
was
like
just-
the multiverse.
It was just the intro
It was okay.
because we actually saw the one. We saw one of them, and our friend saw the other one. Where
Oh, I see. Okay,
we got the bunny ears one.
I don't even
And-
remember. I don't even
Wow,
remember
really?
what
I
happened
pay
there.
attention.
I didn't even know about that
I,
for that movie.
apparently, I don't know how true that is.
It's true.
okay.
Okay.
There's two different. There's only two different things, so that's it.
Movies should do that more often, though. I would like that though, because Clue the movie had like that very fun gimmick, and also it's a very good movie. But Mass Effect, a series that has like multiple endings and stuff, I feel like that would be a good compromise for something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. Yeah, so that's what I think about Mass Effect to being a TV show. What about you, DeGenero? What's your
I'll
next
go real
choice?
quick, because mine's a little complicated.
Okay.
They made a movie, but I think they did a terrible job with the movie, and you'll probably agree with me with it. It's the Assassin's Creed franchise
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was a bad
The
movie.
Michael Fassbender
with
one.
Michael Fassbender.
That flopping,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's not a fault on his end because he's a great actor.
Yeah, I think they completely read the market wrong. It's an interesting IP, which is going down the drain. That shouldn't have been on the big screen. It should have been a TV show. It works out nicely as a TV show because you can divide
Yeah.
each season into a different time period with
You know,
different.
how many games there are that they can go off of?
Exactly,
They're
that's what I'm
so-
saying too. It's like
Yep.
God, there'd be a stack like to the ceiling of how many games there are.
yeah.
And I think what we're really getting out of this is that they should stop making video game movies and just adapt them for television.
Yes.
They work out better.
Because that and two because they're flush with a lot of information and it does not most of the time it does not work when you're transitioning that to the big screen. It only works for Mario because Mario, what does he do? He's a plumber and he jumps on blocks and he knows Donkey Kong and Peach.
Don't you dare talk about my plumber like that.
My plumber.
I will fuck you up, boat boy.
Boat boy.
Damn it, he called out my boats. Fuck. He got me.
Called my bluff.
He called my bluff. Well, yeah, that's my big thing. And I would want him to mainly focus on the pirate ship ones.
There it is.
Oh,
What a shock.
There's
Yeah.
3 seasons.
You
It
should
would
have
be
said Sea of Thieves should be adapted into a TV series.
No, Sea of Thieves sucks for a TV show. It would be
Yeah.
terrible.
there's really no coherent story that I remember.
There is
Like,
a story, but it does a shit job trying to tell it to you.
Hmm.
Like, I understand it, but that's only because I put almost 250 hours into Sea of Thieves.
I understand it because I'm built different.
I watched the lore videos that other people put together because the game can't do it themselves. That's
Yeah.
what I did.
I remember we were talking about Elden Ring. You're like, I understand the story. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch like 3-hour like video essays on YouTube to understand the Elden Ring story.
Oh, I did.
You haven't read the books. You don't understand the story.
I would still happily and greatly buy that book if they ever released like the George R.R. Martin like Elden Ring story, because it has to exist. I would happily buy that book.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure one day you'll release it. Or they'll release it.
Yeah.
They're done with Elden Ring.
Well, when he's done with Game of Thrones, of what Adam was telling me, he still has to write 3 books, and he's only written barely 1. And he's like 87.
Is he 87?
I think didn't he make a joke about
Are you-
that? Like, haha, I'm never gonna finish it. I'm just gonna die.
Yeah, that's the thing.
How old is George R.R. Martin?
Or he's 70 something.
76.
Okay, so I flipped him. All right. He's still, but that's getting. But you got to understand, his time frame with writing books is
I
like
realized
5
what
to
I
10 years,
Did not
just for
flip it.
one book. And he still has to write 3.
Can someone give him like some like medication or something that's like ultra focus?
Put him on life support to.
Put him on speed or
Of
something. I don't know.
what he also hints at, he says like he has the outlines for the remaining books done, but if he dies while he's writing them, then it's like that's not his intended vision.
Yeah.
Anyway, go Brian.
Well, I was gonna say real quick. Sean and I were laughing because you're like, he's 87. Town was like, He's 76, and you're like, oh, I flipped it. And Sean and I were like, that's okay.
That's a different number, dog.
Yeah, not at all what you said. But I guess we're gonna go around once more. I guess, but is that right?
You do you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I will
Yeah.
do
One
me.
more.
I will do me.
Speak if you want.
Get one more.
You
Mega
get
Man.
one more.
I think Mega Man needs a show. And now listen.
Surprise,
But
surprise.
isn't there already a Mega Man?
No, there's not. Ignore it. Ignore that
What?
one.
No, there is.
No,
No.
I think there is one.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Well, there's the Ruby Spears one from like the 90s, which is not bad.
Have you seen? Well, I showed you the new one.
Ignore that one. It's not
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Looks
why?
like
'Cause
AI
he used-
generated.
Why? Because he used a fire attack on a ice thing or whatever.
No,
or no,
I-
he used an ice attack on a.
Well, it's not the secret level one. I'm talking about there was a new one like on like Disney Channel maybe. It was not good and yeah, it was dumb. No, but I want them to make a lore accurate Mega Man show. Now listen, I know everyone's like, but the plot of the Mega Man games is you just fight 8 robots. It's going to get repetitive. There's no story to be had in Mega Man. Yeah, well actually there is. If you read the canceled Archie Mega Man comic, which went up to 55 issues, and it was great,
Oh.
and it shouldn't have been
Oh
canceled.
wow.
Ian Flynn did a great job with that
so
show. And,
you-
So now you're into the comics.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So now all of a sudden,
And people would understand if they read this really obscure comic that no
It's
one's really ever
canceled.
heard of, that's never finished.
Eat a bag of dicks. Let me explain. No, the comics are like a perfect adaptation of the games. They add like certain like elements. Like I really like the idea that there was like a group of extremists who hated robots. The Emerald Spears, who were like, you know, they wanted to destroy all of them, and due to some kind of complicated timeline thing, their leader goes into the future and he becomes Mr. X from Mega Man 6. I was like, that's great. I like that. That's a nice little story element right there. Because, yeah, Mr. X is the dumbest plot point of Mega Man 6. But, again, that's a game for the NES. But I like the stuff that they do with Proto Man. I like, you know, the tie-ins with, like, the Mega Man X. They tried to do a Mega Man X comic, and it didn't get off the ground. But Mega Man X is also, like, it's Blade Runner, but, you know, you can animate it. And it with action and stuff like that. It's like Blade Runner meets the Terminator. It would be cool.
I like Mega Man X. If they made a show about Mega Man X, I would.
They have to do a classic Mega Man
I'd buy
one
it.
first, I think.
You
but-
say Blade Runner mixed with Terminator, but that's just what Blade Runner is.
Well, it doesn't have a lot of action though, Blade Runner.
It does.
Well, not to like the level of action that the Terminator has.
Don't lie to yourself.
I'm not lying to myself. I'm just saying.
No.
You just don't get it. You're not a true fan.
What?
But it's
You're like, I'm
literally-
not. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, I don't think he plays a Mega Man game.
No, no.
You know what? You live in your fantasy world.
Damn you.
Brian, you live in your bubble every day, and we just like to burst it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'd like there to be a Mega Man series though. I think it'd be fun. I mean, I think the secret level, like, I didn't like the animation style of that, but I think it was the
yeah.
closest to like what Mega Man, like his relationship with his father should be. Like, I loved that, and you know, it'd be fun. It'd be like Astro Boy, but like on like a bigger. I don't want to say like a super huge level, but it can work. I mean, the comic has definitely shown that you can balance that tone and make something that is goofy and like, you know, in some areas are also like serious and whatnot. I think it'd be fun.
Do you want Nicolas Cage to be the scientist?
Can you like take what I say seriously? I'm trying to have a moment here.
Well, he said like Astro Boy, so I was like, Nicholas, do you want Nicolas Cage? as
Was
the-
he the
He's the dad.
in Astro Boy?
Yeah. in
Oh.
the movie.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, but it would have to be somebody who sounds, you know, like Dr. Light would sound. Not like
About
Doc.
Ted Danson.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad choice.
Bryan Cranston.
Or Bryan Cranston. I'm wondering who could be Dr. Wily, the evil scientist.
Aaron Paul.
Giancarlo
Aaron
Esposito.
Paul.
Yo, bitch.
Yo,
Mr. Wiley.
Oh, yeah,
Jonathan
he's
Banks.
Astro Boy.
Here's
Or
what we're
Mega
gonna
Man.
do, Mega Man.
Oh God. No, it'd be cool though. I mean, I also think there's a lot of dramatic storytelling to be had in Mega Man X, but with X and Zero's relationship, how X was like a a machine meant to save the world, and also he becomes best friends with one of Dr. Wily's old robots, Zero. But there's a lot of drama in that, which the games never really followed up on. But I would like them to explore that. You know, it'd be fun. Anyway, that's it. I don't know. Fuck it.
Town, do
Thank you
have
for
anything?
being brave.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
Telling your
Plus,
truth.
oh, by the way, there's so many other interpretations of
God.
Mega Man. You know, with the Battle Network series,
Why did
the
you have to
Star
thank
Force
him?
series, the Zero series. There's so much to pull from. The Legends series.
Okay, good. Town.
That would be
Yeah.
great, honestly. I
Move
honestly
on.
think that. No, I'm
Brian,
kidding.
we're done.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
Hi.
You are done.
We need to take that function away from you.
Too bad.
It's
boy.
his toy.
I paid for it. You deal with it.
All right, so
I'll give you the money that I owe you just to shut you up, so you don't
And
activate
then
it
you want
ever
the
again.
soundboard on your side of the.
Yes, please.
You're gonna do.
No,
like-
Too
Town, say your thing.
bad.
Say your
Oh, yeah,
thing
so
so I
let's-
can go home.
we still have one more thing to do today.
Gosh, damn it. Take your time. No, say your thing. Say your thing.
all right, so this series is near and dear to my heart. I actually been playing it recently. I think there could be Pikmin movies. Now, since I didn't plan for it to be a movie, but the more I was thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? I think each Pikmin game could be its own movie. Now, the first game, to start off with, it's a very simple plot, but I can see how there could be some dramatic potential with Olimar. He's just a bad driver of a spaceship, and he gets hit. Like, he's the worst. Every single game, he fucking
He's a drunk driver.
Yeah, he's so. Everyone in the Pikmin universe crashes their ship at some point. It's like a running gag that they just can't get rid of, or maybe they're lazy. I don't know. But
Nah, they need a plot point.
maybe, but yeah, he crash lands on this planet, and he has 30 days until he's gonna die. They has to.
Relatable.
Yeah, he has.
I have something to tell you guys.
What the
No,
What?
no, I'm
Is this how
sorry.
you tell us?
Who starts a conversation like that?
Just sat down.
You can do that after I'm done with my game.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, you can die whenever you want.
Don't put your shoes on my pillow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, no, I wanna.
Yeah,
Get your shoe off the
Get your shoe
pillow.
off the
Fine.
pillow.
Just
Have-
say your thing.
have some goddamn respect for this man's house.
No.
Wow.
Now say your
So, yeah,
thing.
so-
Talk about
God.
Pikmin. Do it. Go,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, so Pikmin. Thank you for throwing me off.
I'm sorry. I'm
We weren't rude to you when you were talking.
cut to the
I
footage.
mean, to be honest,
Yeah, you
kind
were.
of.
Yeah.
That was the bit. You always you don't go with bits. Oh, okay.
What? No, you could do a bit, but you have to own it. You have to,
I just did.
Yeah, you got to own it. But no, you're like scolding me like I did something wrong.
How dare you?
It is, huh?
How dare you?
How dare I call you out?
How dare you?
You want to be?
You got to
evil?
commit to the bit. Huh?
Stop fucking with the
Yes, I
soundboard,
do.
dude.
Oh, you want to be evil?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna make you a town evil.
Both of us?
All right, go ahead.
Well, you know, first of all, how dare you insult me in such a manner?
Olimar crashes into an asteroid, and he crash lands on a planet.
And
Am I an evil voice?
Yeah.
And another one crashes into a second asteroid.
And upon crashing, he realizes all the ship parts are scattered on this planet, and he has 30 days of oxygen before he's going to die, and he must find them. And that's when he discovers the Pikmins. The red Pikmin.
And then a
And
third
he's
ship,
like, oh, I can use these guys as slaves.
the
And
third ship crashes into a different pentagon-shaped asteroid.
I'll turn it off.
All right, back to regular voice, regularly scheduled program. So yeah, but at the end of each day, like Olimar like logs his struggles and like how much he misses his family
Yeah.
back on his home planet, and I don't know. I feel like he can go, hog wild and crazy.
Would it be a silent movie?
Um.
Kind of in the spirit of the animated Pikmin shorts from a few years back.
Yeah, that is a good point. I had that. Yeah, I had to download it on my Wii U for a while, but
Well,
they
those
made
cost money.
Did they?
Yeah,
I think
you
they
had
made
to-
them free at the end.
You had to buy them, which was annoying.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. No, they're free on YouTube now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Nintendo made them free on YouTube.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, but those were pretty well animated, I would say. I can imagine Pixar doing a Pikmin movie of
Oh,
some
that'd be
sort.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, almost like in a Wall-E type style.
Yeah,
can-
I'd like that. A silent animated film. Although, I guess if it were Pixar, they're going to find some way to force, like, there to be voice acting. just so they can have celebrity voices.
Well, they do like utter their names like Pokemon. Louis.
Oh yeah.
Olimar.
I guess.
And then
You can have like a narrator do like the star logs or whatever, and then have the days be like silent
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I can see this as being like an animated kid show. Where it's just
How about
like,
a show?
Olimar must go out and get 4 red Pikmin. Do you see the Pikmin?
Well, maybe not that young.
I would
spell Pikmin.
Can you
Should I-
spell Pikmin?
should I clap along as it shows? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, it is.
no, a bread bug appeared.
Fuck no!
Run away, Olimar.
No, don't eat them! No.
Name that Pikmin.
Blue Pikmin. It's
the
yellow.
Yeah, I guess you would have no way of knowing what color it would be.
No, you could. It's by the headdress.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know if there's enough material for Pikmin to have them in the TV shows, considering each movie is would be their own incident. Like the second Pikmin game, they introduced Louis, that fat fuck that keeps eating everything.
Hey, he owns a mansion now.
Yeah, Louis owns a mansion. Check out our Louis Mansion video on our gaming
Great
channel.
plug. Great plug.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, why do you hate?
I applaud.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I said it
Brian?
was good
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no enthusiasm in your voice.
because I'm dead inside. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think a Pikmin movie would be pretty good.
Yeah, the first one. Second one, they're in debt, and Olimar and Louis have to make money, go into plant. They get like real life items like Duracell batteries and
Yeah. That could
Nintendo
be the way.
controllers.
That could be the way that they sponsor the movies. So yeah.
Yeah, that's how they pay for all of it.
Yeah, exactly.
We found Coca-Cola cans.
My goodness.
This is brought to you by RC Cola.
Los
God.
Polos Hermanos.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, the fourth one would probably be the weirdest because you create your own character
Oh
to
yeah.
play as.
Well, that's when Louis and Olimar are now the presidents of the company, so they have to send someone else to
I
go.
don't think that happens in the fourth game.
Well, you have to make it up. You just said
And
it's
when he
just-
says, "I don't
Uh,
think that happens," it literally doesn't happen.
all right.
No, I'm talking about in the game. Well, the third one is interesting. Like their planet is starving, so they have to find like fruit on different planets, and yet they juice them and they bring back the seeds,
They're juicing.
so they can plant those seeds on their planet. But they also have to drink the juice so they can survive.
Right.
But they're also trying to find Olimar because he fucker crash landed again, and but they. The main characters, Alf, Brittany, and Charlie, also crash landed.
What?
And their main component on their computers with Olimar, because he picked it up somewhere. They're tracking him down the entire game, while also trying to feed their planet. So, yeah, I think the 4 Pikmin games, not the 3DS one. That one sucks. Don't even make a game. Honestly, that should have been one of my least favorite games. I don't like that one.
Well, we can do another installment of least favorite games because
Yeah.
the last
Well-
episode kind of ended abruptly.
Well, the
Me
game's
and Sean went to
painfully average.
Mexico.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
they had to go there.
Yeah.
They had to
Yeah.
be
He had to
there.
be there.
Sean.
He had to listen.
Yes.
What's your last pick?
Sean.
Sean. Hello.
Wait, Sean.
Hello. It's not stocks. It's a list of things. I was trying to remember
Wait, Sean.
a specific game.
Sean,
We asked Brian.
just checking in.
Doesn't work.
I'm not gonna lie, Brian. You didn't really get him that time. With experience, you will be able to zing him, but you're gonna
Yep.
have to ask the
It's
king.
a critical miss, as they call it in the industry.
Yeah.
So,
Cut that out.
I don't know. What did you say?
Said I'm going to cut that out.
Anything that makes Brian look bad, he's gonna cut out of the episode, which means
Yeah.
this is gonna be a 5-minute episode.
Fuck off! Fuck you.
He's gonna edit it to like the Star Wars specials where it's just like
God.
my head just moves to the side.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess there's one I just completely forgot.
God damn. All right. Well, thank you for watching.
It was well, I know that they've talked about the in the past, like doing a Gears of War movie. I think
Dave Bautista.
he's very interested in it.
Yeah, I believe there's actually a quote like within the past few weeks
Mhm.
he put out like, Netflix, I'm waiting. Come on, let's do
and
this.
He
Netflix
could do
is like, what the fuck do you want us to do? It's owned by Microsoft.
Yeah.
All our money's going to Millie Bobby Brown in this season of Stranger Things. Sorry, Dave
No,
Bautista.
it's
we
all
can't-
going to stupid Electric State,
What?
which made no
Oof.
money.
What's that?
It's her new
Exactly.
movie with Chris Pratt.
Yep.
The Russo brothers.
Looks
With the
painful.
Russo brothers.
Oh
the
yeah,
Russo
I s-
brothers' worst rated film.
It's got a bad Rotten Tomatoes rating. Bad.
have you guys watched it?
Fuck no.
Is
I
it
don't wanna
out?
Give it yeah.
Only
or,
on
may-
the,
or maybe.
Are we gonna have a watch party?
Fuck no. I don't want to give them.
I
one.
really want us to watch that movie Trap.
Oh, you want to watch that one? We can
Yeah.
review
Oh
that.
my god, it is so painfully bad. It's funny.
Yeah. Well, we have to watch the Lord of the Rings as well. All
Oh
three.
my God's sakes.
Why do you think Gears of War should be a show or a movie? I'm trying to keep us on
But
track.
we also have to invite Aiden. Anyway.
Yes.
And Julian. I think it'd be good.
Great. Alex, what's your last pick?
I'm not
done.
doing it again.
I'm not
I
done.
started it.
All right.
He had the first best pick. Anyway.
Yeah, I got the first.
I
Don't
don't know.
roll
I
your
think it'd be
fucking
really
eyes
cool.
at
I
me.
honestly do. The visuals of that are pretty great. The way, just the story of the games is really well done. The third one is okay. But
I like the third one.
yeah, I'm
I think
saying
that was the
like,
first one I bought when
Yeah.
it came out.
I'm saying out of the original trilogy, the second one is the best game.
Yeah.
The third one is an alright follow up. 4 and 5 weren't that good.
Yeah, then I think what they call it Gears 5.
Yeah, Gears 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
they try
that
to
good.
be hip and with the times.
Yeah,
And people were like, fuck you, Microsoft. I'm not buying a game called Gears.
And then they
but
did.
it is done by a different company. But I think they
Oh.
have some of the people from the original one. But it was done by oh god, I had it. No, I can't remember. The Coalition is what they're called. But they're not. Yeah. But no, I think the Gears of War. They have tie-in books that talk about things that happened before the events of the games, like the thing called the Pendulum Wars, which is basically a war for resources. A little close to home. But
Way to bring down the mood.
we bring down the mood.
You make me sad.
Okay. Anyway, no, I think it'd be a cool game to adapt, and I think it would be easy to adapt into a television series. And plus, you got Dave Bautista who wants to be Marcus Phoenix, so you got the
He's,
lead right
into
he's
there.
a little too old.
Into
I
No.
think
He could do it.
television
I
series?
think he would rather be good as the dad.
No, he could do. He wants to be Marcus.
If Borderlands taught us anything, anybody could play any character,
Yeah.
No matter what age.
no matter
or-
what age. And that's
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett
You-
should be whoever you said.
You know,
Mr. Phoenix.
Marcus Phoenix.
No,
You know what-
Mr. Phoenix was his father.
you know what
Yes.
executives are doing now with casting for
What's
their
that?
movies? They're actually basing on, okay, so the main cast, they have to have a certain number
Yeah,
of followers from
yeah.
their like Instagram or Twitter accounts, which is just fucking bonkers. So
Yeah.
like say like with Borderlands, if they had that mentality like,
Yeah.
oh, Kevin Hart, look, he's got like this many followers on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. It's just
I'm sure that was definitely what they
You know,
actually did.
Just ignore
Yeah.
the fact that he's like 2 feet shorter than he should be in the for the character.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They have the social media followers, which is why like
Which is why everyone flocked to see that movie, and it
Yeah.
did tremendously well.
Yeah, that's really dumb.
social media is a disease.
Speaking of which, you should follow us on social media.
Yeah.
Major Idiots.
Follow,
Major
follow us at
Idiots
Major
Crew.
Idiots Crew. The beautiful tie-in. You're not doing one? You're done?
I already did it.
I can do one last
I did
one for
3.
you
Everyone
guys.
did 3.
You know what? Let Town do another one.
Oh god.
Yeah, this one will be quick. It's kind of a weird one.
Yeah, I'll bet it's quick.
All right.
Remember when our episodes were just an hour long?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Brian's turning into a liquid right now. I see him slowly sliding off the couch.
We don't have to do a third
Yeah.
thing today.
Okay,
That's okay.
I'm fine
I
with
can
whatever.
I can just, I'll just do
Can
the
you
last
just say
one.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, so Mario Paint.
Why?
So I think it could be a TV show in the style of Bob Ross, but it's Mario up there teaching you how to draw like mushrooms and stars,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just being real sweet and nice to you. Like, don't worry, you can do it. Yahoo!
A happy accident. Woohoo!
That's a nice brushstroke.
Jesus. I actually,
Yeah.
well, I had.
Have you seen my brother Luigi?
Where is he?
He's in jail.
Hello,
He likes to
Mario.
paint the sidewalks.
Jesus Christ. It makes it.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, well, if we're gonna do joke answers, I had an idea for a Pac-Man movie.
No, I don't think that was a joke.
That wasn't a
He was
joke.
genuinely serious.
Well, I'm genuinely serious right
And
now.
we gotta
actually.
be wrapping this up.
Well, I want there to be a Pac-Man movie, but it's like it's Pac like
Pack his back.
No,
But it's
shut up.
Puckman.
No. What happens is Pac-Man is like he's a human, and he's going to fight in a war. He's called Pac-Man because he fought in Pakistan, and he fought like a group of enemies called ghosts in like a building, which is the maze. And then you find out like the movie is marketed like it's a war movie. And then you see it. It's like the first 10 minutes of the movie, and then he's like an old man, and he finds out that people made like a game based on his experience. And that's,
Yeah.
he's
Brian,
like, I'm
pitched
gonna
this
sue-
before.
I'm
Stop
gonna
pitching-
sue
Stop.
Namco.
Stop pitching your fan film. all
No,
right? I
no.
heard about this in high
You
school.
pitched it
Yeah.
a while
You,
ago.
you know what's funny? He does this like at least like twice a year, where he pitches
I think
this
it's
like
a really
Pakistan
good
thing.
idea. I think it's
I
a
feel
good
like he
idea.
has like
It's
amnesia.
really not.
where
I'm
he, like,
sorry,
forgets
buddy.
that he pitches
No, it'd be
it.
cool though. It'd be like everyone
No.
would think that it's like a real movie, and then we'd be like, we got you.
I'm gonna
You
put
know
on
what
my
Yeah.
people would do
voice.
with that? They'd be like, "Wow, this fucking sucks. I was bait and switched. I want my money back."
Yeah, they
Technically,
take
will happen
they
in
take-
the movie, but
they
it'd just be
take
the
their
first 10
kids to
minutes.
go see it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna see that Pac-Man movie," and it's just like a war movie, like
Yeah.
oh my leg, and they're just like,
Well, it would be a
Oh!
deep dive into like it'd be like a character study about him as an
No.
old man.
Is he just like over one of the ghosts and he just goes waka waka and then just puts 3 bullets?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah.
You want to do a lot of these like artsy movies that talk about like that kind of stuff. Not Pac-Man.
yeah, you know how we watch,
That's a sentence.
you know, Secret, what was it called, Secret Level?
Yeah, I did see
Legionnaire?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
the-
Yeah, you know how we watched that and we didn't really like the Pac-Man one? Now, I want you to, outside of your own body, some person made your idea and you saw it on the screen. Would you have the same enthusiasm if you
I
saw
think
it?
I would. I think I would.
No,
I don't-
you got to be outside.
No,
not
no.
not your artsy
It's not your
auteur
artsy.
stuff. He can't be biased.
Yeah,
What are
he
you
can't. He
talking
can't.
He'd be
He
unbiased.
can't look outside of himself.
Nope.
Hey,
Okay, he can't. Why he can't enjoy
Alright.
movies anymore?
All right.
And that's the show, everybody.
Hey,
Bye.
bye.
All right, goodbye.
The woman
Thank
said.
you.
Outro, we say
Go
goodbye.
home.
Or I guess we already did say it.
What?
He already
That
cut it
follow
off.
us on social media.
Yeah.
Major Idiots Crew.
Follow us on social media.
Subscribe to
Major
the
Idiots
channel.
Crew. Goodbye.
Like, subscribe, baby.
Fuckers.
Love you.
Oh, I didn't fade the black.